Would you want to know when you're gonna die, or rather not, and live each day truly like it's your last? I've been pondering with this idea for the last few weeks, and I think I have come to a conclusion. So hear me out.
Wow.
I'm gonna be attempting to drive my Tesla all the way down to South America.
And I broke up with my girlfriend, Christy, about a week ago. Yeah, that's just how committed I am to make this expedition happen. And I've nicknamed the expedition Watts of Freedom. The expedition, I'm still looking for people to come with me, preferably if they drive electric, do not have a job, home free, can't have kids, but preferably just somebody who is kind of like me, nomadic, and can just purely focus on driving, just like we're doing right now. And we're actually pretty close by our campsite for tonight, so I can show you kind of the breakdown of how I plan on staying safe. Time to test out the water just a little bit. Something I've learned is to go see before we bring Beluga down. It's right by the water. Sweet. Nobody. Nice. So this is gonna be camp for tonight. We're level, but I'm not sure if this is good for the suspension or not. Like, look at that. 52. And then, bam. I don't know. I might change the car later today. Kind of just see, like, look at this. It's a lot. And then here, nothing. All right, I might actually move my car just a bit. I just noticed it's not really, they're campered up front now too. Maybe not the best for the suspension.
So the question I've been pondering with the last few weeks or so is, would I rather know when I'm gonna die, or would I rather live each day like it's my last? It's a tough question to answer, but that's kind of how I feel about South America. Like, live or die. It's essentially you're standing at a cliff to jump into water. You've done your homework. You understand the risk that if you jump wrong, break legs, you could drown. The longer that I think about it, the more unsure I'm getting. But you also know that other people have done it, and it is possible. So, do you jump or hold back? And because I believe that I'd rather not know when I'm gonna die, I would rather know that each day could be my last. That's kind of how I'm approaching this expedition. Alright, wow. Wow. So for this expedition, I'm trying to raise $30,000 for the year or year and a half it'll take for me to drive down to South America. And I am limiting the partnerships that I want to take on because it adds complexity to the journey, and I want to keep things as simple as possible and give you guys the most raw videos that I can make without having a bunch of advertisements all over Beluga. We don't do that. That's why I launched my Patreon, which is linked down below in the description. Essentially, that's where I release all my little spicy details on my travels. I'm getting a solar setup, and if you want to support and get access to my charging map, it will be linked down below. Yes. But now let's do something a little bit less serious and cook up some pizza. Yes. I think the secret to making a pan-based pizza out in the wild is to put the dough like this, spread it out with your fingers so it kind of sticks on, and then you add the olive oil. On top of it, your seasoning as well, right there. You want to season the dough, put some olive oil. Look at that. There it is. Crispy. As you know how it goes, I always run out of juice with the camera GoPro. So I just set up my Starlink but didn't film it. Let me show you. I do cheat a little bit, but work in nature, right? Why not? So Starlink power right here. Got the stand, got the tripod. And that's the mini dish. And you're probably wondering what kind of speeds I'm getting right now. So let's take a look in the app. So right now we're getting about 138 megabits per second. Pretty fast, pretty awesome. I know I'm supposed to be in nature and you're like, why you're connected to Starlink? Well, I like to do work in nature. And part of my job is to film, right? I do want to give a special shout out to John for providing me one of his coffee samples right here, and then also hot chocolate. I'm very grateful. It He's part of my Patreon group, and he's keeping me alive, keeping me awake while Beluga drives me around. His coffee is Founders of Freedom Coffee House, and he has like little quotations right here. It's organic coffee, and it's a veteran-owned business. Thank you, John, so much for reaching out and sending me this stuff. Absolutely grateful for the community that I have.